One of the biggest challenges that exists for newer investigators when they're applying for grants is that they are often unaware of indirect costs and how it impacts their actual bottom line, right? So if you have a brand new investigator who's submitting an award and they're like, oh my God, it's $10,000. And most of the time when something is $10,000, there will not be indirect costs associated with it. So they don't really think about it. They just apply it, they get the money, and it's all set. But as they start to apply for bigger grants, they now start to find indirect costs being a part of it. And so when they put together their budget, they may not look to see, I'm awarding you $100,000 total costs, not $100,000 in direct costs. So they make a whole budget for $100,000, and then you look at it and you say, well, our IDC rate is 50%, or it's 60%, or it's 20%, or whatever it is, right? Now their budget is like half of what it was originally going to be, or maybe a little bit more, but it's not the 100,000 that they thought it was going to be. And that can be a really rude awakening if you had the expectation that you were applying for something for $100,000. The reasoning for IDC, like what does IDC pay for? Why do we have it? Why is it important? How do you take it into consideration? All of those things are things that most investigators are not armed with. And so when it can be a very difficult process for submitting a grant the first time, because you're suddenly realizing you don't have all the money. It's almost like you win the lottery for $1 million and then you find out you only get 500,000. You're like, well, shit. So that's really the part that I like investigators to know.